Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live watch Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times Old United roll. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians. Red family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hub MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live watch Red Devil mode. But views match react. 20 times Old United roll. Love Man United. The Saturn of dreams. Glory, glory, glory. Man United. Red Devil mode. Global Mancunians. Red family. The time is Ike Join. MUFC. Global community. Like and subscribe.
Only on MarkN MUFC fan. Only on MarkN MUFC. Global Hub MUFC. Only on MarkN MUFC fan.
Yo, big up to everyone in the chat. You know, at the moment, Mark couldn't be here, so I'm playing a sub role, you could say. We're just warming up for the game. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we got going on right here. Let me get the team news up. Right. So, obviously, last game of the season, Man United is away to Brighton. Team news has followed. Lamens in goal. Mazraoui at right back. Harry Maguire as a right centre back. Martinez at left centre back. Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainu, Mason Mount in the pivot. To be honest, guys, I didn't really want to see that again because of how it went the last time. We had no control of the game. I think it was against Sunderland where we played that system. It didn't quite work out for us. And Mohamed Diallo as a right winger. Bruno in the 10, Dorgu on the left, and Brian Mbeumo up top. So, guys, let me know what you think about that, because I'm not too sure about this team. The win, we'll probably struggle to get the win, I can't lie, on the basis of, like, you know, I don't really think this team is that balanced. I'm just trying to get I'm just going to quickly try to get something up so I can see the chats properly. Hold on a second. So how's everyone feeling today? You know, everyone must be feeling good. You know, last game of the season, Bruno's assist record. Do you think we're going to get the assist record? What's your thoughts and feelings? Meanwhile, you're doing that, I'm trying to get the chat up just to see who's here. Okay, not too many people here, just waiting for the people to come in. I'm going to quickly like the stream as per usual. I'm going to try to get the match up quickly. Should be in my favorites, actually. So on TNT Sport. It's probably gonna be on the clubs. Let me go to games by clubs. Just quickly looking for the games, guys. Looking for our game, the most important game, more important than anyone else's game. Should be on this channel then. The event hasn't started yet. Okay, it'll definitely be on this channel. Right. What is this? This is a replay channel. Nope. No. Okay, it'll definitely be on. I don't know why this wasn't in my favorites, but yeah, we're just waiting for the match to come on now. Yeah, big up to everyone coming in. Big up to everyone coming in. Big up to Luan. Yeah, we're just waiting for the game to come on. Bear with me, guys, because I got a delivery coming through as well. So, you know, I gotta make sure I eat something while the game's going on. You know, little popcorn and whatnot, because it's gonna be a movie. So, what's your scoreline prediction, Lewin? What's your scoreline prediction? Mark is stuck on a train. He didn't calculate his whereabouts well. Big up to Compost Smurf in the chat. You know, have no fear, Ballytech is here, you know. I'm going to carry the show up until Mark comes back, and hopefully we can see a nice little game where Manchester United is glorious. We was having a little chat in the group earlier where people was asking, would you prefer a 5-2 loss knowing that Bruno secures the assist record, or a 1-0 win and he doesn't get the assist record? Now, I said I prefer a 1-0 win because I never want to predict. Well, not about predictions, but I never want my team to lose at the expense of an assist record. I know if we get the 3 points, it doesn't actually really mean anything, but I don't really want to see the team lose before a ball is kicked anyway. So I don't want to set myself up to put myself in a situation where I'm happy that my team lost. Yeah. So I'm here and I want my team to win regardless. I'm in that sort of camp. So yeah, big up to everyone in the chat coming in. We're looking for the victory. Obviously, I don't think we've gone with the strongest 11 that we could have put out. Casemiro is missing, Dalot is missing, and Cunha is on the bench. Yeah, we're just going to try and do a thing. I think somebody like an Aiden Heaven probably deserved to maybe get some minutes today, but unfortunately that weren't to be the case. But hopefully we can... Wait, I will bring the chat up. Okay, cool. Yeah, hopefully we'll still do what we got to do. Yeah, obviously we want Man United to win, Carrick to go out on a bang, and then he can start planning for next season. Who's looking forward to next season? Is there any particular players that you want us to bring into the club? I know Luan will probably want us to bring back Rashford, but that's not going to happen, you know, unfortunately. He did have a pretty decent season at Barcelona, and it looks like Barcelona will most probably trigger the buy clause They might haggle a little bit, but I expect him to remain in Spain because it's a no-brainer for probably his camp and Barcelona's camp, you know? He scored a beautiful goal against Real Madrid. And I did tell a few doubters and a few naysayers that he would be able to perform to a standard that will allow Barcelona to want to trigger his release clause, and I think they will. I really do. I think they will. I think he'll end up at Barcelona, and I think he'll continue to give a good account of himself while he's over there. Bruno should get the record. We can't go lower. We can't go lower than we are. Yeah, we do need Bruno to, get the record. And I hope he can do it without the expense of the team losing. Unfortunately, we're in a funny, tricky situation where Brighton have something to play for, and we don't have anything to play for. We are essentially on the beach with a weakened team, and we're playing against a team that can if they win, they can end up in Europe. So, we got the odds stacked against us. She wants Rashi to be happy. Yeah. I want him to be happy as well, because at the end of the day, he came through the academy. He's a Manc through and through. He's a Red through and through. And, sometimes in life, things happen. They don't work out. You might break up with your partner or whatever the case may be. But, sometimes you have to find pastures new, and maybe, just maybe, if you leave country, you might find that the grass might be greener on the other side. It doesn't necessarily mean that your ex was the worst thing in the world. It just means that sometimes in life you have to move on, and So I hope he's happy where he's at, and I hope that going forward we're gonna get good replacements for all the positions that we're losing, and we can be a stronger team that can challenge for the title, Yeah. Tottenham, it's a very stressful time for Tottenham, This is a team that won the Europa League at our expense, and this is a team that you would have thought would have done better this season, and they end up doing worse, They end up looking worse than us. So I don't really think they have too many excuses for the positions that they find themselves in. It looks like a lot of their players can't be trusted. And if I was going to actually trust to buy some players from some struggling teams, I'd rather go with a team that was able to try and fight to the death rather than a team where a lot of the players are trying to say that they're injured in order to not fight for the relegation scrap. So no, on paper, yes, Tottenham is a far better team than West Ham, but I feel like some of their players are very snaky over there. They built a big new stadium. They invested in a lot of players. They bought a player that Man United was kind of interested in, and people are like, "Oh my God! If we don't get this player, then Man United's not a serious club." And lo and behold, this guy has been at Tottenham for all of last season and this season. Well, he came in January, and he's not really done anything for them. So, yeah, I mean, Tottenham definitely going to be stressed. But yeah, it's all about Man United versus Brighton right now. This is our last game of the season. Who's getting the new home kit or the new away kit? Any of you lot interested in the new kit or the new design? I think the new kit is decent. For me, I'll probably just get a kit anyway, just Obviously, I'm a fan. You get the strip, just something to wear or to give you to your partner to wear when you're not in. You know, it's nice. It's nice. Or to give to a loved one to encourage them to join the Manchester United cult as you do. Oh, you can't afford it. Don't worry, man. You know, we've got some people in around that can assist with these types of things. What kit do you want? Which one do you want? Home kit or away kit? You know, because Man United is a family. You know, we can all be of assistance. You just have to make sure that you come. You just have to make sure that you're coming to the game if we're doing a group setting, if you can. Yeah, because I'm looking forward to the next time I go to Old Trafford and I go to watch a game. Hopefully by then we're playing some champagne football. Because of late I've not really enjoyed the football apart from like the last game. Prior to that, I didn't really enjoy the football. I enjoyed like the Man City game. I enjoyed the Arsenal game, but after that, it's like I just felt like we played a lot of struggle football, and I felt like the last game that we played, it kind of brought back the Manchester United ways, you know, the ways that I'm used to, creating a lot of chances, making it difficult for the opposition. I think the only thing that criticism that I'll probably put on that result was that we conceded 2 goals. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Like you know, like let's get this Man United home kit, Man United red, you know, and yeah. When I'm getting my kit, I'll definitely get your kit. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. But yeah, big up to everybody in the chat. You know, it's just a nice little hot day. It's hot where I'm at. I don't know what the weather's like in everyone else's area, but we're trying a thing still. We're trying a thing. It's Man United, Brighton. Brighton, they look like their foot, the support is fully out for this team today. And Brighton is, you know, they look like they want the win today. So we have to put a stop to those plans. We have to put a stop to those plans. Bear in mind with me, people, because at some point, I'm gonna get a delivery. I'm just waiting for that to come. But for now, it will take 2 seconds for the handover. But for now, I'm just waiting for the delivery. But yeah, let's obviously enjoy the game. Who do you think are gonna be the scorers today, guys? Who do you think are gonna be the scorers? Now, I'm thinking we'll probably get a goal from Ahmad because we're due a goal from Ahmad. We're probably due a goal from Mbumo because he missed like 3 or 4 chances last week. We're probably due a goal from Xerxes. We're probably due a goal from Mount. So I'm not saying all these people are going to score, but I think one of them will. We're probably due a goal from Dogu as well. So we got a few people that should probably get on the score sheet at some point. We'll probably sort this out. Do you know what's interesting? Like obviously Michael Carrick's gone with a rotated side, but we don't see who was I thinking of? Ugarte. We don't see Ugarte making an appearance today. So I think that tells me that his career is all but done here. But another interesting thing is that we had a certain player that, hold on guys, just going to get this delivery. Hello, yeah, I'm back. What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying there was a player that we were scouting last season that we was looking for, and he's not in the lineup, and I don't think he's on the bench. So it's a very interesting situation in regards to him. Maybe we're low key trying to plant some seeds. Maybe they feel like they can't trust him because it's against the team that he wants to go to. I don't know. But it's just an interesting situation to see that he is not in this lineup. Big up to Luan. He's amongst the substitutes. Okay, he's on the bench. Yeah, so he's on the bench. He's not starting the game. So he'll probably give a good 45. We can call it the audition if he does get on the field today, and we'll see what he's capable of. Funny enough, when I looked in the place where I saw the starting lineup before, I actually didn't see his name. So I'm a bit surprised. Let me look at the lineups again, just to see if my mind wasn't going crazy when I saw that it wasn't. Right, so looking in the lineup again. Okay, that's probably why I didn't catch it, because they put the long version of his name in the thing. That's probably why I didn't think he was amongst the bench. But yeah, this will be an interesting game, lads and ladies. It'll be an interesting game. Yes. We're up against the infamous Danny Welbeck. You see the problem with this kid, yeah? I always liked him when he played for us. The issue is this guy knows how to find the back of the net when he plays against us. He always does. He's like, have you ever seen a former player that, left you and then is always like the thorn in your side? Yeah, Danny Welbeck, Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe to a certain extent, what was that Argentinian guy's name again? Di Maria? Maybe not in the same way as the other two, but Di Maria was definitely a thorn in my side when he left. There was another player, Joshua King. He was always a thorn in our side when he played against us. There's been a few players. I don't know if anyone can remember any other people, but there's always been players that were like thorn in our side as soon as they leave. Anytime they play against us, they want to score goals. They just turn into prime Maradona and start scoring. Yeah, Danny Welbeck has always been a problem. But is there any players apart from like Carlos Baleba? Is there any players in this Brighton team that you would take? Because they have is it Catalogu? Um, I think he's Greek. I think that guy is a good player. Actually, I think he might be Turkish. Sorry, I would have to check. But I think he's a good player. I think who else is a good player there? There's Minter. Minter, I think, is a good player. I think Pascal Gross is a good player. And I think Van Hecker at the back, I think he's a very good player. I think he's a very, very good player. So, yeah, I mean, nowadays, yeah, in this Premier League era, I think one thing I'll say about the players is they're way better than like the distribution of players in teams in terms of like good players. There's a lot more good players in other teams than there used to be. Whereas Manchester United, as an example, they was like an overpowered team because we had a team full of good players. Whereas another team, they might have like maybe three good players, maybe two, maybe I wouldn't take anyone in that team. But yeah, nowadays, a lot of these teams have a lot of good players. But yeah, obviously the game's underway. I might be slightly behind some of you. I'm probably like almost 3 minutes in. And yeah, the teams are just kind of getting a feel out of what's going on from what I can see. Brighton just playing the ball around the back, trying to be very safe. They go with the long ball out towards Shaw. Throw-in, Man United throw-in. Beautiful touch from Ahmad. Right now, I'm eating a salmon burger, guys. So if you're wondering why I'm sounding like that, I got food in my mouth as well. Foul on Mason Mount. Long ball. Played out by Maguire. Brighton throw. Maguire's bringing the ball forward. Plays it to Mazraoui. Mazraoui back to Maguire. Maguire, long ball out to the wing. Plays it towards Dorgu. Over Dorgu's head. Dorgu takes it out of play. Brighton goal kick. Dogu come back with the long dreads. I think this style kind of suits him a bit more, rather than the kind of like the rough dread look that he had before. Brighton bringing the ball out from the back, plays it into midfield, long diagonal out to the wing. Man United throwing. Mazraoui to take the throw in. Well played, lads. We're keeping the ball whilst being under pressure. Brighton throwing. I'm eating some overcooked salmon burger. I was wondering why the salmon tastes so hard. Obviously, big up to everyone in the chat though, and any newcomers in, smash a like. Yeah, we got 5 people watching, so hopefully we get 5 likes. Yeah, we got 5 likes. That's cool. 7 people watching now. Big up to everyone coming in. It's Man United versus Brighton. Man United are trying a thing right now. Obviously, we haven't really got anything to play for apart from Bruno's assist record and obviously the 3 points. But Brighton, this is going to mean a lot to them because they can get Europe. That's a foul, referee. That's a foul on Kobe Mainoo. They're trying to foul our players, you know. We got players going to the World Cup, you know. Does anyone think that Ahmad is a certified starter for England at the World Cup, considering the other players that are going to challenge him for the role? Because I have a feeling that he's going to be a certified starter when he goes to play for England. You never know. I'm thinking he's going to start alongside Elliot Anderson. And maybe, just maybe, Elliot Anderson might come to United. Now, a man can hope and dream. A man can hope and dream. Fingers crossed for that dream, because I kind of feel like that dream is definitely going to improve us as a team going forward. Right, and just playing out from the back. Slowing the game down a bit. Manchester United not really trying to exert any real energy with the pressing. Brighton on the attack. Man United win the ball back. Man United now are going to play the ball out from the back, because I think, like I said to you guys before, I think we're on the beach. It's Brighton that have to come and break us down. So Man United right now They're sitting in a compact shape, and they're saying to Brighton, come break us down. So Brighton on the ball, and they're looking for how to create something. So far, it's only really Brighton that is pushing. Brighton are pushing and trying to thing, and Man United we're just kind of we're set up well defensively, and we're just doing our thing. Funny thing is, yeah, as an implication to this game, if we lose, it has a direct implication on Chelsea, because that means Chelsea, I think, might have to play Conference League. Shot from Brighton. It went wide over the bar. It was a poor effort on the volley, on the half volley. Long kick from Lemens. Brighton get the ball back. So for the first 12 or so minutes, Brighton are on top. Like I said to you guys, like obviously it's Manchester United. We do expect effort, but because we haven't got anything to play for, there's no point in forcing these guys to put their body on the line. But I do think at some point they're going to wake up, because Bruno just needs one assist, guys. One assist to make history. Come on, United. James Milner, that guy just keeps going on and on and on. I'm actually surprised that he's... Yeah, it's a very slow start. I don't know if I kind of half expected that the game will start slow. Yeah, I kind of half expected this. Man United, we haven't got that where the boys are on the beach. We ain't really got much to play for, so it is what it is in that sense. Okay, Ahmad, what are you gonna do? He plays the ball back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui to Mainu. Mainu to our number 7, Mount. Mount, diagonal switch to Shaw. Shaw can't control it. It's going out of play. Brighton, goal kick. Brighton playing the ball out from the back. Man United give the ball away. I mean, I won't feel any sort of disappointment if we do lose this game. Just on the basis of it's not that important. But obviously, I'm a fan. I don't want us to go out there and lose. I still wanna see victories. Man United on the ball now. Dogu. Manu. Mount. Dallo. Mount. Saved by the Brighton keeper. Stopped the cross from coming in. It wasn't a good cross by Mount, to be fair. Mount should be doing better. You know, he does have the number 7 on his back. You know, some real legends have worn that number over the years. Brighton on the ball. It's a common theme in this first 18 or so minutes. Brighton just sort of playing the ball out from the back, essentially controlling the game. Man United kind of yet to get a proper foothold in this game or to have any chances that I can actually remember. To be fair, I don't think they threatened our keeper that much either, but we know who's kind of pushing. Okay, ball out to Dogu. Dogu plays the ball back towards Maguire. Mainu on the ball. Out to Mazraoui. Mazraoui comes in midfield to Bruno. Bruno to Maguire. Martinez. Martinez to Shaw. Shaw back to Martinez. Martinez goes all the way back to Lemens. Lemens left-footed long ball. Out to Dorgu. Brighton on the ball now. Brighton win it back. Brighton setting up a dangerous attack down the left. Long range strike. Just past the post. That was a dangerous little sighter there. Yeah, on another day, that would have caused the keeper far more problems. On another day. Come on, United. Brighton on the ball. Come on, Brighton. Come on, Brighton. Hurry up and give us the ball. So we can get this assist record out of the way. Maybe it could be a thing where maybe we have a tame first half and then maybe like the last 20, 30 minutes of the game, we just go for it. But to me, it seems like Brighton are pushing for it a bit more, but they're not trying to exert themselves. And Man United are being a bit more passive and not trying to exert themselves. So the only thing that this tells me is that Brighton will still have some more gas in the tank come the second half. Foul on Dorgu. Man like Michael Carrick. Manchester United's gaffer for the next 2 seasons plus 1. Barring catastrophic results. But yeah, he should do good. I mean, I hope so. I hope he does good because you want to see how it is in London right about now. Everywhere you go, Arsenal shirts everywhere. It's like all the closet Arsenal fans have come out to play now. I've even heard a few Man United fans saying that they're going to go to the parade. I certainly will not. You couldn't pay me to go there. Finally, United on the attack. Mainu out to Maguire. Maguire puts his foot on the ball, back to Martinez. Martinez out to Shaw. Mount on the ball. Passes to Mbumo. Mbumo to Ahmad. Back to Mount. Mount back to Maguire. Maguire to Martinez. Martinez to Dorgu. Dorgu dilly-dallies a little bit and loses the ball out for Man United throwing. Oh, what's happening now? What's this, a water break or what? Do you know what? When I think about how hot it is right now, that World Cup is going to be a difficult situation because, believe it or not, I know some of us will remember what it's like to play football in the summer. That's like the hardest time to play because the sun just, like, at first you're all right, but then the longer the game goes on, the sun just starts draining 2x of your energy. 2 to 3x. Clearance from Brighton as Man United try and apply some little pressure. Mainu wins the ball back. Plays it back to Martinez. Martinez out to Shaw. Shaw to Dorgu. Dorgu into midfield. Man United. Yeah, appears like we lost the ball. Long ball out from Brighton goalkeeper. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Dorgu seems a bit rusty. He seems a bit rusty at the moment. But obviously, that's only due to lack of game time and injuries. Brighton come away with the ball. Not so much of a bad crossing from Brighton. None of their attackers could get on the end of that. So to a certain extent, Man United probably breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, that on another day that could have been a dangerous one. Maybe we got let off there with that one. Pressure mounting up from Brighton and Brighton on the attack again. Deep crossing, headed out by Mazraoui. Ahmad onto the ball now. Ahmad coming away. Man United going on the counter attack. Bruno back out to Ahmad, but I think the ball was a bit overhit. Ahmad, there was no way he was going to get to that. Shaw's gone down in a heap. I don't know what happened to him. It looked like an awkward. Is it awkward landing or you get hit in these balls? I'm not quite sure. Okay, sure. We'll live to fight another day, lads. Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. Alien Tenno talking about £100 bet. Alien Tenno, big up to you. If you can post me, the thing where it said that I accept £100 bet for you and for the Jokeres scoring 100 goals in the Premier League, then I'll happily pay you. I'm not a man that runs away from my debts if I've incurred them, and I'm not saying you're a liar, because I feel like the Bally that was talking the beginning of this season in the summer is a different Bally to the one that you hear speaking now. So, like I say, I'm not quite sure if I made that bet or not. But if somehow you can send that clip where I made the bet, or make it be known where I said that and agreed to it, then I'll happily pay you, mate. No problem. I'll even make it £200 if you can find the clip where I accepted the bet. How about that? I'll even make it £200, mate. But yeah, big up to everyone in the chat coming in. Manchester United just on the counter, and Bumo picks up the ball on the wing. He's driving towards the centre back. He went with the outside of the boot cross, but it's gone out for a corner. Oh, that was a pretty decent ball. Chat saying that Man United have scored. Manchester United have scored. I haven't seen it yet, lads, because I'm behind. I'm behind everyone, so bear with me. Man United about to take a corner. We've got everyone in the box. Cameras particularly focused on Maguire. Bruno is going up to take it. Cross into the box. Go! Who's that, Dogu? Sir Ballon Dogu. 1-0 to United. Bruno breaks the assist record. All the Manchester United players run to Bruno. Everyone's celebrating with Bruno. He's broken the assist. History in the making. Done it with 1 game to go. Glory, glory, Manchester United, and the Reds were back in the building. Yeah? The King Reds are back in the building. Sir Dogu, back from a long layoff. Yeah? He's been getting microwave minutes. And now he's starting a game, and he's repaid us back. He's repaid us with a beautiful goal. You know, he breaks free from his man to nod header home. I'm not quite sure what I think his name is Verbruggen. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. He must have been seeing stars when he saw the young Dane flying towards the ball in the air and connecting to help Bruno get his 21st assist in the Premier League. Most assists in Premier League history in 1 season. So yes, this guy deserves a lot of respect. Respect Bruno. I don't want to hear no more slander ever from our supporters, because some of the slander that I've heard over the years, I'm actually shocked. Like, some of these people, are you Man United fans, or are you fans of individual players? Like, you can't have a guy that's done as much as he's done for us, but yet he's the source of all your anger, you know? But yeah, big up to everyone who still believed that, you know, we had a real good player on our hands. And that Saudi Arabian oil money wasn't worth it. Hey, unlucky. Man United, since we scored the goal, we've looked more positive than we was looking before. I feel like that goal has given the team a new burst of energy. And now maybe some other guys will want to score even more goals. So whoever's not really had the greatest of seasons, maybe it's their time to shine and step up and put something in the manager's head for next season. Pardon me. But yes, Le Mans on the ball now. He looks like he's going long. He's gonna go long. He rolls it across the ground to Bruno. Back to Le Mans. Le Mans takes a touch out of his feet. Long ball towards, who's that? Ahmad. Long ball towards Ahmad. But Brighton win it back. Man United win it back again now. Unlucky, out of play. Brighton throw on. Brighton throw on. It's crazy how some of these managers are getting younger and younger, you know. We're now seeing managers who don't know nothing about grey hairs. That's crazy. That's not what I was used to growing up. All the managers were super old school. Been around, done that, seen it all, got all the t-shirts type of managers. Now you got managers that are far from having any sort of grandkids. But to be honest, I ain't mad at it. If it's the time to have like bring the manager age down, that might even not necessarily be a bad thing in football. But the only thing with that is it just means that football, it might be hard to have a definitive best manager because their age ranges are all similar. Beautiful. Obviously, a slight error from the keeper. It was fortunate enough because there was like a ricochet off the crossbar when it hit the crossbar, the underside of the crossbar, and it went in. But yeah, beautiful. Beautiful goal from Dorgu. Manchester United doing a little keep ball around Brighton's area. Unlucky. Unlucky. Mainly drove into the box and he cut it back to the keeper. Unfortunate. But Man United showing a bit more, far more attack intent that they did from the first 25 minutes or so of this game. Now it looks like United are trying to get a little foothold in this half. Certainly how they're playing now is probably night and day to how they started this first half. But Brighton, like I say, they're the ones who actually need to win this game. Manchester United don't really have to win this game. So Brighton, obviously, they're still showing that there's some sort of force and they still got things to play for at the moment. Unlucky. Brighton. Brighton, throw on to Brighton. Shaw puts the ball out of play. Man United coming for Man United trying to get out of their half, but Brighton are forcing the issue. Brighton crossing to the box. Unlucky. Well, one back by Bruno. 1-2 with Ahmad and Bruno. Ahmad cuts it back to Bruno. Bruno just dillies on the ball a little bit. Out to Ahmad. Back to Bruno. Bruno looks up. Plays it to Ahmad. Back to Bruno. Back to Maguire. Back to Mainu. Back to Martinez. Martinez to Mainu. Martinez. Mainu let it go. Out to Bruno. Then to Mbeumo, who passes it to Ahmad. Low crossing, out for a throw-in. Manchester United forcing the issue now. Manchester United with showing some, I'm kind of on the beach, not really on the beach mentality right now. We're trying to push a little bit. We're trying to show that we're in this game as well a bit. No problem with that. At least whatever happens from here, Man United fans can rest assured that goal has helped Bruno break the assist record. Is it 2-0 or am I seeing stuff? It's 2-0. Hello. Brian and Boomo. What did I tell you guys? I told you that Brian and Boomo owes us another goal. And it's a good thing that he got on a score sheet. It's a sad thing for Brighton because Brighton needed this game to help them in Europe. Good feet from Ahmad. Good 1-2. Plays across the box, across the face of the box. Good 1-2 with Mount. Across the face of the box to Mbeumo. Mbeumo there for the tap-in. It's beautiful. I like the way Mbeumo ghosted in behind the defender when the ball was coming in, and it was a good tap-in. Good piece of play from Manchester United. Good, lovely fashioned goal. This is not what I expected from guys that are supposed to be on the beach, but it seems like Brighton are on the beach as well. Seems like we come to the seaside, yeah, where we've come to the seaside town, and the seasiders are playing as though they're on the beach now. That they ain't got nothing to play for like United. It's a sad situation for them because they could have been in the Europa League had they won this match. I'm not saying they ain't gonna win this match, but it's 2-0 now. If it turns into 3, they can forget about it. They can forget about it. So it looks like Man United have. I just had a feeling from after that first goal, and I saw the way the team was playing. I just felt like Man United had smelt blood, and they were continuing to move like, yep, this blood is real. It's real blood. So now we're moving like sharks. You know, we've shown shark-like tendencies by bringing it to 2-0, and the half is about to be over. First half's about to be over. The players need to regroup. Yeah, as I say, if I'm just to assess this game, what I've seen so far, we came out the block slow for the first 25 minutes. And then coming towards the 30th minute, Man United started to push a little bit. Our pushing ended up with us, with Brighton conceding a corner. Dorgu scored off the corner. I believe that was our first corner. Dorgu scored off it. And then a nice little tidy combination in and around the box between Mazraoui, Mount, and Ahmad. Left Ahmad producing the final pass towards Mbumo. Mbumo scoring the goal. I haven't seen an assist from Ahmad for God knows how long, so I could say that he also owed us an assist as well. And, Manchester United are 2-0 up against a team that has everything to play for whilst we have nothing to play for. I'm quite happy with the result so far. I'm happy that Bruno got his assist, and I guess as a fan, I'm also on the beach as well. I'm also on the beach. So yeah. Anyone who thinks who's gonna win the World Cup? Anyone got any views on who's gonna win the World Cup? Anyone got any views on the World Cup? Who do we think is gonna win? Who are gonna be the players of the tournament? Of the World Cup? Because there's one player that I've been impressed with all year. I think he won the Player of the Season at his club. He is French. His name is Michael Olise. For me, he's like Ballon d'Or contention for me this season. And I won't be surprised if he's at least within the top 3 or top 4 players looking at that Ballon d'Or list come next season. So we're at halftime. Ray Carl Brown coming in. Ray Carl's thinking France. I'm thinking France as well, brother. I can't lie to you. Obviously, Michael Olise, I'm thinking France. I'm thinking the strength and depth in their team. Dembele, Mbappe. Like their team is crazy. Their team is crazy. They got a lot of good players there, and when I think of the French team, I always think about the players that didn't make the squad. That's how strong their squad is. I always think about the players that didn't make the squad, and I think the players that didn't make that squad would walk into other teams. That's how funny. That's how funny it is. But yeah, today it's just Bally Tech for now until Mark gets home. He's having some travel problems at the moment, so it's just Bally just trying to enjoy the last game of the season. Obviously, Bruno's done what he needed to do. We've got Luan, we've got Compost Smurf, we've got Alien Tenno with the bets. Hopefully he can find a bit where I bet him £100. He can find that clip where I bet him that Jokeres will score 20 for £100. Hopefully he can find that, you know. And yeah, Bruno got the assist. You know it. Yeah, man, like Bruno doing Bruno things. I'm happy that Bruno has done what he needed to do at the end of the day, and he done it in the first half, because the second half would have had everyone sweating. So now that we really don't have anything to play for, let's go out there and beat them 5-0, please. To get a goal from Mason Mount, I kind of feel like Mason Mount owes us a goal. Before the start of the game, I said that I think Dorgu, the likes of Dorgu and Bumo, Ahmad, they owe us GA. They owe us GA. Xerxes, he owes us GA. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy for Dorgu to have got on the score sheet today. I'm happy for Bruno to have got on the assist chart. I'm happy for Mbumo and Ahmad to get some GA today, because they owe us GA. Honestly, they do. They owe us GA. And I want them to come into the second half like they played in the first half and act like you owe us GA, because we need a stronger Ahmad and Mbumo. Obviously, I don't know about Mount. I think his days might be numbered at the club, just due to the continuation of his injuries, and he's had many of those. So I'm assuming that Mr. Mason Mount is done. Money Mason Mount is done. And the thing is, yeah, I like the guy under a little bit under Ten Hag and maybe a bit more under Amarin in the start of the season, because obviously he showed that he could be a goal threat when he's fit and he could bring something to the table. But I think what he does bring to the table is a lot of injuries. He brings a lot of treatment, you know. He brings a lot of high medical bills. And I think that is giving us issues. Yeah, they're giving us GA 100%. And in Bumo, yeah, for the last 2 games, yeah, he's had to give us GA because, you know, he was like one of our most expensive players in the summer, if not the most expensive. And even though I don't judge him based solely off of his GA, I feel like he needed to bring a little bit more to the table in order to you know, appease us during his time of inadequate form. His form has been below the levels that we expect, and I'm glad he's been able to rectify that today with a goal in a game with limited pressure. Because I don't think we was under any real pressure to go out there and win this game. I don't even know how Michael Carrick was able to motivate the players in a game where there's no jeopardy to this game. So I'm happy that we're able to be 2-0 up, making it look easy at the moment. And yeah, big up to everyone in the chat though. Manchester United, glory situation right now. Let me see the likes. Got 9 likes in the building. Happy days. For all of those who's wondering when MarkN's coming, I'm not quite sure when he's coming. All I know is he asked if I would step in and help him out to run the stream. So obviously, I know sometimes when you jump onto someone else's channel and that person's not there, people are like, oh, well, I'm not sure if I can watch. But obviously, you lot have been out here a long time, and obviously, you know that Ballytech, you should have no fear when Ballytech is here, because Ballytech brings something to the game that's so rare. You know what I mean? So obviously, I'm here. I'm giving you my fan opinion, whilst being under pressure to eat my takeaway. I had a couple of burgers, one salmon one and one beef one, and then I had some chips, some loaded fries, and now I'm in a food coma. I don't feel like doing nothing at all. I can't lie to you. Yeah, it's the last game of the season, and I'm stuck sitting in the same position. It's the last game of the season. Whoa, I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I'm just stuck in a food coma right about now. Big up to everyone in the chat. What's this? Yes, in the second half. It's dips, but happy. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Man, like Ray with the laughing emojis. Yeah, man. We just got to do what we're doing at the end of the day. As a team, I know a few people asked me, would they mind if Manchester United lost dramatically, but Bruno got the assist? And I said, no, I want the win. Even with or without Bruno, I want the win. Like, I know, yes, everyone wants Bruno to make history, but I wouldn't put Bruno making history at the expense of Man United, because I'm a Man United fan. I'm not as much as I like Bruno and I like what he brings to the team, I'm not a Bruno fan. I'm not a Lamens fan. I'm not a Lenny Euro fan. I'm a Man United fan first, then individual players kind of lost, just because. And I think would put the manager ahead of them in terms of the hierarchy, even though Michael Carrick is not my first choice, but I'm just talking about in the order in which I respect the institution that it is Manchester United. There's Man United manager, right? Then there's Man United players, yeah? Then at the bottom of that is individuals, yeah? I don't put individuals above the club, because that's how you get people who really, really like players above the club to the point where they're happy that the club is losing or not playing well just so their favorite player can shine. And I'm not really about that life. I'm more about Manchester United is a team that wins in style. I grew up in a Sir Alex Ferguson era where no player was above the team and no player is above the manager. Yeah, that was one of the most important things that Fergie always said, that no player is above the manager. And throughout his whole career, he showed me that he's the guy. He would throw a player that plays well for us out of the team if this man did not listen. Yeah, that's just how he was. And I appreciated him for that because he's one of those guys who always kept it straight, who always kept it 100. You know, there's a lot of fake managers out here. There's a lot of people that don't understand that it's all about following the manager's instructions and doing it to the best of your ability. But nah, some of these brothers, they don't want to listen to managers and they don't listen to managers. And on top of them not listening to the managers, we're supporting them not listening to the managers. We're supporting them messing up our game plans. We're supporting some of these guys who are bringing disharmony and dysfunction to the team. And we're blaming the manager, saying it's his fault when there are some players that have a lot of power and influence in the dressing room. So fair enough. On one hand, the manager's got the responsibility of trying to keep the dressing room together. But there's all in every dressing room, there's always one or two players that should have been sold from the summer, but they slipped through the net. You know, or the board might not support that manager getting rid of that particular person. I.e. Jose Mourinho, when he wanted to get rid of Anthony Martial and the board said no. And then what happened? We ended up waiting until he was super injury prone before we got rid of him. Now, had we have gotten rid of him when we were supposed to get rid of him, his injuries would have been someone else's problem and we would have made a shitload of money from getting rid of someone who had a lot of ability. He had a lot of skill. He had good finishing. He had good pace. He could do things with the ball that a lot of players couldn't do. He had good close control. He had good dribbling in tight areas, weaving in and out of 3 or 4 different players. He had the ability to do that. It's unfortunate that his career went downhill too early. But again, Mourinho knew what he was talking about when he said that we needed to get rid of him. Obviously, we had the situation where we had Ragnick talking about the open heart surgery. Yeah, we needed to conduct open heart surgery on our team because our team were turning into specialists in failure, right? And now, fast forward to today, we're comfortably in 3rd place after finishing 15th. We're going back into the Champions League. We're going to start listening to that Champions League music. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy next season and hopefully we can have the summer of our lives where the board, you know, they gotta really go out there and spend a lot of money in order for us to challenge with the big boys, you know. Because we're going to be playing the likes of the Bayern Munichs and the Real Madrids and the Barcelonas next season, you know. We're going to have all Premier League, Champions League clashes against the likes of a Liverpool and Arsenal. Yeah, we're going to have our dangerous games next year. We just got to be prepared and available to play them with the best available squad possible. Yeah, and hopefully we can bring a few surprises. Yeah, show something to these people that they ain't never seen before. But yeah, Brighton playing the long ball. They're coming straight for us in the beginning of the second half. Yeah, dangerous long balls forward. But unfortunately for them, they've fouled Mano near on the edge of the box. Man United able to start playing out. Mr. Welbeck. I slightly do miss that guy as a striker, you know. I remember when he was a youngster. I remember when he first burst onto the scene. I actually thought he was going to grow up and be a lethal striker at Man United, but it weren't meant to be. And then he sort of went to Arsenal and he scored a few goals there, but I won't say it was like some super successful signing for them. But then, you know, he ended up in Brighton and he's just been working on his craft since then. And he's definitely been a thorn in Manchester United's side because anytime we play against them, he seems to turn into prime Neymar. Brighton still got not Champions League. Brighton still got Europa League to play for. And obviously, if they secure all 3 points, that will go a long way to confirming, all but confirming their status in the Europa League if they get the victory today. Well done, Mazraoui. Well done. Brighton trying to low-key apply some pressure, flying out the traps in the beginning of the first half. But Man United just showing a certain level of resistance, a certain level of never say die. We're now playing it out from the back. Poor ball from Mbumo, little flicked onto Ahmad, but Ahmad wasn't even there. So it was definitely a misjudgment and an error. Man United coming forward. What a flipping goal. Oh my days, Bruno. Oh my days, Bruno Fernandes. What a goal. That goal was crazy. That goal was crazy. Well, it looks like we're having fun today, guys. Or what's this, offside? What's happening? No, that was onside. That's onside. That was 100% onside. So I'd like to see how this ends up. Yeah, it's 3-0. It has to be. What a reverse ball round the corner from Dorgu onto Bruno. Bruno finds the far left corner, past the Bruggen. Yeah, absolute beauty of a goal. With the late, it looked like the outside of the boot into the corner, into the far corner, past the keeper. No flipping chance. The keeper probably felt like he had no right to score that goal. And Bruno just does Bruno things, to be honest with you. Yeah, he just does Bruno things. So as it stands now, Bruno is looking like the man of the match and the player of the season. You know? That's what it's looking like to me. He's looking like the man of the match and the player of the season. You know? And I feel like sometimes, yeah, these types of players come into your life because certainly Bruno Fernandes came into my life, yeah, via Manchester United, the club that we all love. But, you know, these types of special players, they come around every now and then. It's not like there's a lot of teams that have good players, but for them to actually do the type of stuff that Bruno's done, the type of stuff that Rooney's done, the type of stuff that Ronaldo's done, you know, the type of stuff that Giggs has done, the type of stuff that Scholes's done, the type of stuff that Vidic has done, the type of stuff that Rio has done, the type of stuff that Keane has done. When you get these type of players, Van der Sar, Schmeichel, when you get these special types of players, Van Nistelrooy, yeah, they don't just come to your club all the time, you know what I mean, and perform to the highest degree and leave a mark on the club to say this player really showed himself when they come to that club. It's not easy to do the type of stuff that Bruno Fernandes just goes and does. Yeah, it's not easy. So when I hear people calling the guy shit and this and that, to me it's like, what type of grade crack are you smoking? Yeah, Man United all over Brighton, all over them, 3-0. Like I had a feeling that 3 was coming. Yeah, we're uber confident, we're uber comfortable right now. Yeah, Mazraoui on the ball, flick from Dorgu, shot from Ahmad. Save from the keeper. Yo, Martinez on the ball now to Dorgu. Dorgu. No, to Ahmad, to Manu, sorry. Manu to Mount into Martinez. Unlucky. Man United away fans just having a little celebration, just enjoying themselves. Some of them sunburnt, by the way. Some of them already sunburnt. That's actually funny. Is it hot enough to be sunburnt? Or is that bad of me to think? Maybe certain people easily burn in these types of weather conditions. I don't know. But I'm seeing bare sunburnt man in the crowd there. Yeah, now obviously everyone's playing with a certain level of confidence now. Everyone's playing with confidence now. That's what I like to see, you know. Big Bad Man United is in town. Big Bad United is in town. Yeah, when we rock up to your place, we're coming for the 3 points. And I like to see it, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I know some people said they might not even watch this game because, you know, we've done everything we needed to do, but why not? Watch the game. The team, they have a duty to entertain, so why not watch the game? Do you know what I mean? Like, all of us, I encourage you, if you got the opportunity, try and watch our games, you know? Unless you got, like, some handsome, uber successful rich man trying to take you away from Man United, or you got some 10 out of 10 supermodel looking like babe trying to take you away from Man United. All right, cool. I might make some exceptions, you know. But right now, Man United's on the ball. We're on the ball and we're cooking with intent. We're cooking with intent right about now. Come on, United. Decent save by the keeper from Dogu's chance. Mainly tries to weave it into the box through a few players. Gets caught on the ball. Keeps it. Brings the ball out to Mount. Mount gets tackled on the edge of the box. Brighton ball. Alaba about to come on the field. You know, he's coming on when it's 3-0. You know, he's not coming on to now. It's his job now to come and show us why we need to put some cash money behind his name. It's unfortunate that Brighton tried to overprice him before. This is why Brighton haven't been able to sell is it the Asian guy? I forgot his name, but we all know he's a good player, right? And he had a big move on the cards to a team, and I think they tried to. I think they offered I think it was like 60 million, 50, 60 million, and Brighton rejected it. And then since then, no one ain't come back in for him because they're thinking, so you're trying to say that his value is way higher than that? Like, Brighton, let's not try and ruin, because Brighton is a selling club, right? And they're all about the money. And whilst you can be all about the money, let's not overprice every single player out of moves, you know, because some of these players have ambition. They know that when we're signing up to Brighton, we're just signing up to look good for a period, but ultimately the team is not, yeah, we're gonna win the FA Cup, or yeah, we're gonna win the Champions League or even the Premier League. It's more a case of, yeah, we're just playing well as an individual to get a decent money move. But if you're a selling club, stop trying to hold these players for ransom. Let them go. Free them. Yeah. Free them and let them go to the clubs that they want to play for. Big up to all my Manchester United family in the chat. You know, another day, another victory. You know, another day where my team makes history. You know, Brighton still trying to solve that mystery, but they ain't gonna solve it today, lads. They ain't gonna get no victory. Unlucky Ahmad with the curling shot. This is the time where I wish he went to the near post instead of the far post, because the keeper was on that side already, so he didn't really have to adjust his feet that much. Brighton on the ball. Well defended by Luke Shaw. You know, Luke Shaw, he's played pretty much every Premier League game this year, and I think he's made the most appearances of any player this year. So well done to him. He is usually a guy that can't stay fit for anything. And I know people said, oh, he only stays fit for the World Cup. Oh, this is what I wanted to see. Man like Shea Lacey coming on. Man like Shea Lacey coming on for Ballon d'Or. This is what I wanted to see. I really do think this kid deserves a chance in the team. And hopefully he can get on the score sheet today. I wouldn't mind seeing what Fletcher can bring to the table as well. And whatever other youngsters we got. This should be about the youngsters today, because at the end of the day, you know, they have been denied some chances this season because we've had very few games this season. This season has been actually a nightmare from a fan's perspective, because if you haven't really got that many games to watch, then I mean, imagine going like three. Anyway, we can't even imagine we went through this. I think there was a period where we went like 3 weeks before the next nearest game. It was a nightmare. And then we went like maybe 3 weeks to a month where all our games was on a Monday. You know, you'll get to the weekend, no Man United. You have to wait till Monday. Not even Sunday, Monday. Diabolical. Free kick on the edge of the box, or just outside the box for Brighton. What can Brighton do with this free kick? It's in a good area of the pitch, to be fair. Let's see what they do with this. I don't think they're going to score, but let's see what they do. Are they going to test Lemens? Free kicks, not even up and over the wall. They hit their own player with the ball. Hooked back into the area. Lemens catches the ball, throws it out. Referee stopped the game for an injury. After this game, I'm literally going to switch off because I ain't trying to see Arsenal lift the title, guys. So that's up to you guys if you want to watch all of that, but I'm not about that life, bruv. I've seen enough. I've seen enough, because obviously Arsenal going to lift the trophy today. Yeah, guys. We've tried, man. We've done the best that we could do today, and obviously, we're just waiting on Mark to come back to the studio so we can chop it up and talk about this game, and just kind of assess what we've seen today. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect this type of scoreline. I actually thought it was going to be a high-scoring game. I thought there was going to be a lot of back and forths. I thought we were going to be pushing to fight for. Okay. Brighton 1 point behind Sunderland. Yeah, that's anyway. If and this is the thing, right? This is the thing about teams like Brighton. They don't have any ambition. So don't get me wrong. I like their model from a selling point of view. The only thing is that when you buy a player for like a couple of million, yeah, and your idea is to sell them for 100 million, yeah, clubs ain't gonna go for that. Clubs ain't gonna be thinking, yeah, because they play for Brighton and they got schooled at Brighton and they came up at Brighton that they're gonna be worth that 100 mil. Yeah. These brothers are not worth 100 mil. They're good, but not 100 mil good.
West Ham scored against Leeds just now. Valentin Castellanos. I just gave him, bro.
Okay. Okay, big up to Mark. Just arrived in the
I
building.
just set up my phone because my laptop moving mad, bro. I know the heat was the sunlight it was on my laptop, bro. It didn't work.
Okay.
I try, and I get no internet right now. Yo,
Okay.
Drex. Yo, Drex, is a good game today, bro?
Yo, bro, I tell you, man, them in the chat. Yo, you like what you see? Do you like what you see? Because I know a lot have been said about Carrick's football, and me as well. I've questioned it a couple of times. You know my stance with not playing. I don't want those no Brighton Mbeumo playing leading the attack. I don't. That one I can't still swallow. But it is what it is. That's why the man is being paid what is being paid, and I am just a fan. But so far so good. I've seen on the media how people are saying, "Oh, Brighton didn't come to play. Brighton at this, Brighton." I'm like, yo,
that
bro,
bullshit. Brighton dominated the first 25 minutes, bro.
bro. I'm like, bro, United played them off the park, bro. I'm looking at the thing. United played them. I'm like, I don't know what people wants to just make arguments or to suit their narrative, and I hear it, bro. But sometimes let's just be fair. Let's be true to ourselves. You know, the man might not be your first choice when it comes to the coach or the head coach, whatever it is, right? But bro, he's delivered, bro. It's delivered.
100%.
It's delivered.
You know, one thing I would say. I will be honest and say, when I asked Bali to take the stream, I was like, well, Bali, go and watch the game. I was like, I hope Carrick and them boys on them come out to play today, because if they have a bad performance, it go be long. You know what I mean? I feel like the criticism would have come forth with. And the first 25 minutes, we had a real slow start. It was like the team was trying to find the rhythm, bro, for the first 25 minutes, and Brighton was having chances. We barely had a chance that, went wide.
You expect it
and
to
then the
happen because
commentators
Brighton
and
are
all
the
was
home
making
side.
joke.
You expect it to happen because Brighton are the home side. So, and it's an interesting game, bro. For the neutrals, for United fans, it's an interesting game. You can't beat them, bro. They made sure I think what they're trying to do right now, looking at how Martinez, the whole back line is playing, they want to keep this clean sheet. They want. I don't know if there's anything at stake for Salmon and Lament, but they want to keep this. Oh, Kobe, Kobe
on a yellow, and he moving mad.
Kobe. Bro, you haven't even gone into next season. Don't try it, bro. Okay.
I wonder how much clean sheets Lamans will have if we have a clean sheet today.
I don't know if there's anything at stake, bro. I don't know, but the way the defenders are moving, they're moving organized. They're moving like there's something at stake, bro. Keep this clean sheet. I don't know if was being told to them in the dressing room is like, yo, keep this. Maybe bonuses, whatever it is, but I'm just making those up. But they're playing well organized at the back today.
Oh, we look good after the 25th minute, bro. We look in control of the game from since after we scored.
Did they score? Bro, Chelsea needed us to win this game.
Yo.
Wait, that one means?
Bro, West Ham is leading. Tottenham is leading.
I pressed it by accident.
I need Tottenham. Let me
Oh,
see
I say Brighton score. I was like, what? I any pass? I any pass?
Come on, West
No,
Ham. Come on, win. Even if they need Tottenham to lose, man. Everton is just a crap side.
let me go and get all the scores up for all the games.
Aston Villa leading Man City, bro. So wait. Oh, Liverpool Liverpool are going to Champions League, man. I need them in Europa.
They
How do we
smash up
get
the
them in
team. Oh, they
Europa?
win.
How do we get Liverpool to go to Europa
Liverpool,
right now as it stands?
they need to lose, bro.
1-1.
It's 1-1 right there at home to Brentford. And
We
what's it
need
called?
Brentford to win.
We
Brentford
need
need to win
Brentford to win, and
3-1.
we need Bournemouth to win, right?
Yeah,
Come on, Bournemouth.
Brentford and
Come
Bournemouth
on,
had to win.
Brentford. Yo, you need to send this man down to Europa, man. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be
I just feel
nice
like
to see.
go ahead.
It would be nice to
Chelsea
see.
got
I was just saying that, bro.
Chelsea losing 2-1. They got a red card.
Yeah.
The goal difference real drastic for Bournemouth. But if Brentford, wait, did Bournemouth beat Liverpool this season?
I think so.
If Bournemouth beat Liverpool the last time they play, then Bournemouth will go above them if they're on the same amount of points. It wouldn't go to goal difference. It shouldn't, because Bournemouth beat them.
It should go to head, I believe.
No, it wouldn't go to goal difference because at head-to-head, Bournemouth beat them the last time they play.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It will go to head,
So
not
before
difference.
the goal
Not the goal
difference kind of
difference.
mad, bro. It's 6 goals above Bournemouth they have. So unless Brentford score 2 or 3 more goals and Bournemouth score 2 more goals, it's a scene. But who
Ollie
knows what could happen
Watkins,
after?
Ollie Watkins dealing with Man City right now.
Bro,
He scored
are the
2
wheels
goals.
off? Are the wheels off for City? Because it looks like Pep is leading and everybody's just relaxed.
Maybe, but
Or is it that Arsenal's won the league?
I know
No.
Villa hasn't got anything to play for, but Villa are taking the game
City,
more,
like they
maybe a
just
bit
say,
more
you know what,
serious.
Beach.
I think
Mm.
since City gave up already on the league, bro.
But Villa should be on the beach as well, because obviously they've secured the Champions League. When they bitch slapped Freiburg 3-0.
Yeah. Mark, what are you saying? Are we still having Morgan Rogers at United?
I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Every day, all day.
I think I said that the last time Morgan Rogers scored those 2 goals past us at Villa Park. I
Bro,
said I'll take it.
I've always wanted Morgan Rogers since last season, bro.
Mm.
Like, I think after his first season at because his first season at Aston Villa, I was like, who's this guy? It didn't look like he had pace, but his ball control and his eye for pass and all. I'm like, yo, who's this guy? This guy can easily slot into that number 10 for United, right? Then this season, when they started real slow, I was like, come on.
Mm-hmm. And people think, that just because you sign Morgan Rogers and he might play on the left or something to get into the team, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be his forever position. I
True.
mean, when Bruno ever decides to hang up his boots from Man United, or if he plays in a rotational role, we could still find someone else to play on that left-hand side.
True. And you know
So
how Bruno likes
sometimes,
to interchange with Mandem.
yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
and sometimes you have to have a succession plan early. You can't just be like, oh yeah, we're losing Bruno, and
United
then
on the attack. United on the attack. Bruno. Oh, that the pass was blocked. Okay. Is this Lacey? 61. Oh, it tries to find a coil on that one. Lacey. But it was a good game though. 3-0. It's not looking like I know the men were arguing the other day of how many times we scored 3 goals past during the other coaches' reign, but I think we've been scoring goals since Carrick came over though, took over. We've been because I knew one of the problems during the previous manager's reign was the fact that we're not being clinical at the final third.
I'm not sure because we were scoring more goals than under Ten Hag in his last season. And in fact, I haven't assessed all the seasons, but I do know that on average he wasn't scoring the amount of goals we scored this season. I'm not sure if we had any season where Ten Hag scored in Ten Hag's campaign that the team scored this amount of goals. Even under a few managers, I do remember we scored goals under Oli.
Yeah.
But after that, the goals dried up, then we struggled to score goals. So we're always in and around that sort of 40-odd mark. And for me, that's poor. Like, Man United should be in the high 60s.
Bro.
High 60s, 70s, getting goals. So that's one thing that I praised about the team this season.
Yeah, at least we're moving. This is 69 goals we've scored, although we consider about, is it 50? Bro, we consider a lot, man.
But most of those goals were under Amarin, though. That's one thing I'll say.
True. No, I'm just putting the whole season in perspective, not one coach or the other, just the whole of the season so far.
Yeah, but he I think under Amarin we were struggling for clean sheets. I think under Carrick has fixed that somewhat.
And we scored.
Yeah. So there's been far more games. That's why the goal difference is the best that I've seen in many years.
True. Because right now it's sitting at minus 19. I'm sorry, sitting at 19. Goal difference 19. Which I think one season we were owing them. West Ham 2, come on. Everton, come on, Everton, you need to score now, man. You need to score now. And well, Everton, if you manage to escape, we get Fernandes for cheap. But I need Everton.
So I'm looking at the standings as it is now. West Ham are still in the relegation zone. Burnley in the relegation zone. Wolves in the relegation zone.
This Newcastle, what's going on with Newcastle? They're losing 2-0 to Fulham. Wait, did they? Let me do this. Because I don't think... Okay. Chelsea, you need...
You know what hurts me, yeah?
Wow.
Is there was a period where I calculated how many points we could potentially get. Like, I was in my head, I was being realistic about what we could get, right? And I calculated 86 points. Yeah.
Bro.
86 points would have won us the title. Can you believe this?
True. True. Because right now, Arsenal on 85. Bro, that's so true. A couple of some losses and those draws we had, bro.
Yeah, at least basically we threw our chances away. It was like sort of it's like a mixture of a game here, a game there, but it's like 5 games. Where
Yeah.
had we have got those right, we would have been in a certain position.
I like the fact that the man gave Malasia at least one final outing, bro.
Yeah, because it's already been announced that he ain't playing for us no more.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Because with these players, yeah, when you don't play,
Mm-hmm.
like there's like an appearance fee. So he hasn't seen appearance fee in his wages for a long time.
So in
Imagine every month you get receive your wages, no appearance fee.
yeah,
That would have made a big difference to his wages every month, you know?
true. Joshua Zexi, come on, man. You too. I like the way you play football, but sometimes it's just too like a desical, man.
Do,
That
do you
is.
still do you still prefer Xerxes to Krupi, Junior Krupi?
I still like Zexi, bro. I still like Zexi. So Krupi,
Okay.
I still like Zexi. I prefer Zexi. Krupi is giving the numbers at Bournemouth, right? Put him. I feel like Zexi at Bournemouth would still or will give that same number. That's how I see it. Put Zexi, put Krupi at United. Will he give us that numbers? That same number that he's producing right now?
Yeah, but I think the difference
Mm-hmm.
is that Krupi has
Mm-hmm.
been predominantly a bench player,
Okay.
coming off the bench as a teenager, scoring goals with only like 10 minutes on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and at times he forced his way into the lineup towards the back end of the season.
100%.
And 13 goals for a teenager, to me, one of the most dangerous teenagers in Europe right now.
I see him. I see him. I see. He's a good player to have off the bench and even to just because next season we'll be doing a lot, right? So I don't have no objection against if they want to go get all of that. But looking at Zexi, I just if we want to move him on, he's a player I like so much. But if they want to move him on, I don't have no objection to that as well because I feel like the Premier League, the way he likes to play football is it's not how the defenders here would want people to play. Bro, a lot of players leaving this John Stone, Silva, Robertson. Oh, bro.
Rodri,
Malasia,
Rodri as well.
Rodri. Is Rodri leaving?
I think so. I think he might be going to Madrid.
Bro,
But
it's not
Haaland,
renewing his contract, bro.
he ain't renewed his contract yet, and Real Madrid want him. And Haaland
Uh,
said that he ain't gonna leave this season, but
yeah.
he's basically saying that he's gonna take a season to figure out what he wants to do. Now, to me,
Mm,
he's basically, when a player holds the club to ransom when they're saying, "Oh well," there's
mhm,
two things that can happen here. Either you sign me to the mother of all deals in
yeah.
order to stay at this club, yeah,
Oh, no.
or I go to Real Madrid. And I have a sneaky suspicion that his plan is to go to Real Madrid. And if he
Mhm,
goes to Real Madrid for their 2027-2028 campaign, just
mm,
know that the Champions League is going over there. Because I don't know how, yeah, you line up against a team with the pace of Mbappe and the finishing of a Haaland. I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
Interesting to see, bro. Laments with a
Yeah.
good save there.
But then If that's the case, if we
Hmm.
still need a left winger, then Vinicius Junior is there. I mean,
Bro, I don't know.
provided that we
I don't
spend
really like.
100
I don't
million.
really. He's a good player, but I don't want him, bro. I don't know why. I just don't want him, bro.
Provided that we spend 100+ million for him, 150 million probably, because he's gonna go for big money.
Yeah. So, bro, I see.
He'll probably end up at Chelsea. To be honest with you, Chelsea will probably spend that cash. Chelsea, Arsenal. There's a few clubs that'll probably spend it. But
If he goes to a
I
club
do
like
see him in
Arsenal,
the
bro,
Prem.
therefore means he can come to us because it's just the discipline, bro. That discipline. If he's ready to be disciplined, then yeah, you get me. So, but other than that, I feel like he's a good player. He could improve. He would improve any squad. Oh, that was close, Euro. That was close. That was close. Big up, Luan. Yeah, Bruno got the assist. They tried to do their thing, but they gave the man the goal, so it means Bruno got the assist. They gave Dogo the goal. Referee, blow this thing. This Baliba boy, I've not seen anything since he came on there.
No, I haven't seen anything either. But what do you expect him to do when Brighton have been on the beach? They started the first 25 minutes, as we said before. Man United started to get a foothold in the game. We scored our goals. And then since we've been scoring, we've been the better team. And Brighton have kind of just been cruising. Now, when Baleba comes on and they're already 3-0 down, what do you expect him to do? He's just a midfielder that's not really responsible for the attacking output of the team. So maybe it would have been better had they started him in the first half.
Okay.
And then took him on when they were off, when they wanted to be serious going forward. But at this point, he's just come on to, I guess, get minutes to his legs. I don't know what he come on for.
I think so.
Or maybe he's come on to have a conversation with Ahmad and Mbuma about what he wants to do going forward. I don't know. But are you man gonna rescue me?
I just don't. I just don't want him to just be himself and the Ederson guy. I just don't want the two of them alone. I need something else. We can't get the Anderson, maybe Tonali.
I would prefer to get Chouameni if we can't get Anderson.
But he's not gonna leave Real Madrid. He's not looking to leave Real Madrid, bro.
Pay the money. Force Real Madrid want Rodri. They're not gonna play Rodri and Chouameni. They're not gonna do that.
So let Rodri go there, and if Real Madrid will not want to, yeah, we might have the upper hand. No, brother. Continue. Make it fall. Damn it. Let's not act desperate with Real Madrid, though. That's all I'm gonna say. If we act desperate, they're gonna take us to the cleanse. Let's just, if that's what we want. Oh, Crystal Palace just equalized 2-2, bro. It's a good thing the Arsenal won the league already because
Yeah, but it's a good thing that they won the league already. But last time I checked, Man City was losing.
you know I said everything is just going in their favor. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a good thing they won it. Today is not the day where they're looking to say, okay, you know what, hopes and pray. No, they won it already. Anything that happens today happens. I feel like if
playing Villa the last game of the season, chasing the victory with Ollie Watkins in hot form, All that space that City leave at the back, Watkins, it would have been a field day for Watkins anyway, to be honest with you. So maybe the way it kind of was, the Arsenal fans were right in a sense of the run that City have. It was just so difficult. They had hard team after hard team after hard team. And Arsenal had 3 or 4 teams in that sort of running where you could see them getting all 3 points.
I think they're reviewing the goal though, the Crystal Palace second goal, so they might chuck that one off. Man, I was hoping for a top 4 to go there, but it is what it is. I think that goal they chucked it off. I think it's offside, that particular goal. Offside, yeah. It's interesting to see where Mateta will end up this summer window. Because last season it was hot.
Yeah. Xerxes is just too casual for me, man.
Bro, that's the one thing that I'm like, bro, you can play this ball. You know how to play. You can control this. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he was on the edge of the box, back to goal. Right, he needs a goal. He needs a goal. Yeah, he needs a goal himself. Why didn't he just try to do something creative, stand up the defender, try to go past him? If he went past him, he's through on goal with the keeper. He can get his shot away. Yeah, but now he just, he's just like, yeah, I'll get on the ball. I'll hold the defender off. I'm going to take 2 years to make a pass. Like, where's the element of risk in the play? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, we're 3-0 up. Try and be inventive. Yeah.
Take risk.
Yeah. Try do something. Like, you can't tell me that the instructions was to come on and be boring. Take a shot.
No, not at all. Wait, let me see this. Is Brentford? Oh, Brentford are gonna go to if the result stays like this, they're gonna go to. They'll be playing in the Conference League, promotion to Conference League qualification. West Ham are hoping and praying that Everton helps them out here because the game at West Ham, it's finished 3-0 in favor to West Ham. United finished 3-0 right here. Game over, season done. Now the transfer window should be open right now. In fact, get to work. Everton. Interesting. Everton are not. Tottenham are saying no, man. They are holding on. 9 minutes at the time. Bro. Let's go to Tottenham. Let's see what Tottenham are doing. Let me switch this to Tottenham. And Everton scored 2 goals in 9 minutes. Billy, I know you want that. Is it Matheus Fernandes?
Yeah, I don't mind him at all. I would have preferred João Gomez, but he's going to Atletico. I think Atletico made a very smart decision by low-key wrapping that one up quite early. So and this is a lesson to all those clubs that seem to want to dilly-dally and think, oh yeah, we'll just wait until this moment. personally, I think once they learned that João Gomez is off the table, I think that's when they said, okay, let's be serious before we start losing other players. I think that's what happened. We just blinked and João Gomez was gone. Then we started saying, okay, let's see what we can do now. So I know some fans are disappointed with the Edison because you're seeing all these other saucy names, like modern names of today's market
Like I said,
around.
modern names.
Yeah, I'm saying modern names because prior to that, a lot of people wanted Edison, and now they don't want nothing to do with him. And according to them, he's shit. Okay, he's shit. I hear you, he's shit. You know? And apparently the 34 million is too much, apparently.
Who's saying that?
A lot of
34
people have
million,
been...
34 million is too much. I would have paid 50, 60 for the Bradley brother, bro. I can't lie. I said the same thing last summer when we was linked to him. And you know, the funny thing is, the truth has always come to the light, bro, because on ESPN the other night, they was talking about Man United was linked to this brother for the first time 2 summers ago. Yeah? And we actually only really talked and make an attempt in negotiating player last summer, but didn't end up coming through. So that's how personal terms was easy to accomplish for Man United and Edison. It is so nice when the truth does come to light at the same time. But I would say to man them, we shouldn't. You see, it's just like the Tonali thing. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad player. But if I look, as a man, just look at all information. I look at the eye test, I look at the performance, I look at stats. And if I look at the eye test, and I think for me, I have a worry that if Tonali had to chase a man back to goal, all out, and tackle him to take a red card, he might just watch him go and score. 'Cause I see him do it at Newcastle more than once this season. Yeah,
I see
he
him
was the
do it in
last
the
man.
Champions League
Exactly, and that
against
hurting, bro. They see
Barcelona.
those kind of things. I don't care about nothing. We could be down 4-0. We're not conceding a fifth. I want to see that kind of energy from my players, bro. And in that regards, I feel a little bit hard done. No, I could still see the club. I could still see the value of the player and say, well, 70 to 90 million, we could do a deal 150 to 200K per week all day long. This brother, what 300K a week? He's demanding an exorbitant salary because his aim is to really go back to Italy. A lot of people saying Italian clubs can't afford him. Brother, if he want to go home, he will make himself affordable. It's just like Rashford. He's what you would expect Rashford to demand 400K a week, and he dropped his salary 30 to 40% just to make the Barca deal happen. Yeah, people need to realize, bro, when a man wants to do something,
They're gonna do it.
ain't nothing stopping that man, bro. Yeah, and this is why I say what I say. Man United, the only thing that stop Man United from signing players is if the player don't want to come. Because other than that, look, all the players that we in for right now, currently, yeah, besides Chouameni, give Man United preference. All of them. Anderson, Edison, Fernandez. You know what I
Anderson,
mean?
Anderson. I thought they say Anderson is giving City his word.
That's what they're saying, but currently, it's not what it seems. Because Anderson probably might have gone hook, line, and sinker if Pep didn't leave. You know what I mean? I think that was I think a lot of the allure of Man City is Pep as well. Oh, of course, Man City is a very big team, but unless Maresca is able to get another top 4 finish or win next season, yeah, the allure of Man City was Pep Guardiola, bro. Let's keep it real, and the fact that they was winning things and they have a lot of money. So yeah, let me be honest, bro. Man City could be in a very, very difficult situation next season if they don't start off like a bat out of hell, or if they end up in a situation where they're battling to keep top 4 next season, which could be very possible. Big up to Luan. See you again.
Sunderland are playing in Europe, bro. Sunderland are going to be playing in Europa League next season, bro.
That's nice to see.
Bro,
And this is why I tell man
Sunderland,
them
one
they need
of
to
the
watch out for that 50 million deal coming in for Amad Diallo, because they're gonna get what 40 million for making it to Europa League.
bro. It's you know how, bro. Never judge a book by its cover. They say, never judge a book by its cover. At the start of this season, a lot of, I'm not saying you guys. I say a lot of people are like, okay, who are the 3 teams that are going to go back to the relegation? And believe Sunderland was was in a lot of people's mouth to go down, bro. They are going to Europe. They'll be playing for Europe, bro.
I tell men Leeds would stay up. Man, them say nah,
Yeah,
Burnley
you said
and
that. You
Sunderland.
said
I
that.
said
You
Leeds
said
and
that.
Sunderland because I know what Leeds had. The funny thing is, I don't know the Sunderland squad too well, but I know there's a hard-working young squad that have talent. Yeah. But what I didn't know about Leeds is that Leeds have a squad with at least 7 players who's supposed to be starting. All of them played in German league and played in Europe, played in Netherlands, played in Europe, which means these brothers are accustomed to having a 50-game season. You understand what I mean? So the
Yeah.
first 15 games of the Prem, I tell men, I say these Leeds team, they're using that to acclimatize. They go start to beat people from game week 15 straight up to game 25. They go start to beat people. And when Leeds win all the games from game week 15 to game week 25, bro, and they stay up in the league. And I think that's a lot to do with some of the players acclimatizing, like Okafor and these boys. Next season could be problematic for people playing against Leeds, bro. Because Leeds is
Next
part of the
season,
RB
I
group.
want to see Nottingham Forest go down.
Yeah, bro. I would like to see that guy get relegated because he mash up that club, I can't lie, bro. Our owners are rubbish, eh? Chelsea owners terrible, eh? But this guy had to just take the record for the absolute worst owner in the history of football. Guys, tell me I say if I lie now, bro. This guy manager that take his team to top 4, had Champions League, sack the manager. Only to see his team go straight down like a bomb, like a submarine, or sink to the bottom of the ocean,
Straight up.
Bro,
Straight
he's
up.
supposed to sack himself. Because let me tell you something, if you had leave Nuno, I can't lie, maybe Liverpool playing in Europa League next season. Because maybe we'd be 4th and them might be 3rd. Maybe. But I could tell you this, Nottingham Forest will be playing in Europe next season for sure. If not Champions League, they'll be playing Europa League for sure.
Bro, it's good to see Sunderland, bro. Sunderland, they will be happy. Bro, they should bring the bread. No! Fui! Sorry, guys.
I want to see if Brentford could score that second goal and take the lead versus
No,
Liverpool.
Brentford, Bournemouth game already ended. It's the Tottenham Everton. Tottenham's goalkeeper, the same goalkeeper that the previous manager rubbished on that Champions League night, just pulled out a very good save, bro. Kingsley just pulled out. Bro, that was back of the net, man. Man had to make that stop. Tottenham won, Everton nil. Everton are looking, no, bro. West Ham is gone already. Even if Tottenham draw this game, West Ham is done already.
Yeah.
Mr.
No matter, West Ham needed
the
to win the last
today.
2. West Ham needed to beat
Rasmus
Arsenal.
Hojlund on the score sheet. Napoli beating Udinese 1-0.
That's halftime.
Yeah.
What's going on with Ray Calde? I wonder if you're watching Atalanta playing right now. Ray Cal, what you saying, bro?
Atlanta. Did they play?
Atlanta, I think they already played,
They played
The
yesterday.
game finished. They played yesterday.
Tottenham,
No, but like,
lucky to
listen,
stay up.
a lot of people thinking Dallo might be leaving because Dallo didn't play today. But man, don't forget Dallo pick up. Dallo had a little niggle in the last game we played. Man, them is Real forget, And the Real don't like some of the players in our squad, bro, because they want to sell the Real man them, bro. You could imagine we had sell Bruno for 100 million, bro. I don't know where we'd be this season, bro.
Come on, man. Tottenham, you're lucky, man. You're lucky. You're one lucky team, bro. One lucky
I'm
team.
asking fellas a big question now. If Real Madrid coming for Dallo, what are they doing?
Good.
Rejecting it.
Huh?
Because who's his
If Real
replacement?
Madrid come for Dallo,
Yeah, I'm
I don't know
rejecting
about
it.
man.
I said,
What are you doing, Drex?
I
You
said,
accepting it?
yeah, it has to be good money though. Anything above 50, I
Like,
sell.
what mean good money? Like, that'll give you a price. That'll give you a price point, bro. You can't say good money.
How many years does he have left in his contract?
I think 2.
Let me check. Let me check and I'll give you a price. If I check, because man, them going for 1 more year in their contract and they're going for 35 million pounds or 34. So if he has 2, then we should be looking to sell him for like 70 thereabout.
Bro, I don't know about you, man, bro, but last season I think Madurai was good, but I don't think he better than Dalo one bit. Yeah, I think I think what Dalo offer on the right side, we can't get from Maserati, bro. I think Maserati better defensively, but when it comes to going forward and a total package, I think Dalo beat back the Maserati this season, bro, on performances.
Bro, the man is under contract until 2 years, June 2028. So
So I say,
yeah, no. I hear you. I just wanted to just double check and just see. Let me see what they say. They are saying its current value is 30 million euros, but that's I'm not, if at that price I'm not selling, bro. Might as well keep him. But if they want to test the waters, let's start it from 65 or 70. 70 million euros, let's start it from there. We're not eager to sell. We're not in a hurry to sell. Let them know, we're not in a hurry to sell. We don't want to sell
I
him.
can't lie. I
If you
can't
want to
lie.
buy
Yeah, I
him,
know Jose Mourinho love this guy, bro. I know
I
Jose
know Jose
Mourinho
loves
love
him.
Dalo. Yeah, and I know Dalo in that La Liga killer, Dalo will tear the place, bro. Cause I know a lot of men would probably prefer, this brother who used to be at Man City, João Cancelo. But I
Yeah.
always, to me, Dalo is the better player between the two. More complete player. Because I feel while Dalo might have some poor performances sometimes, when he get in form, he does be good. Is how much he might miss but his crosses into the box, his passes, his link up in the attack, and the way he does marshal the pitch up and down. I rather Dalo, bro. Me can't lie.
Oh,
I wouldn't sell
Mark,
Dalo for the
I
world right
just
now.
realized I have a meeting in 10 minutes.
I'll be wrapping up shortly. I mean, this is the last game of the season. Guys, a good performance from the lads today. I think we had started pretty slow, but I can't lie, we dismantled Brighton today. And I never thought that I'd be able to say that, but we dismantled Brighton. Who would have thought Man United dismantling Brighton? A lot of people might have expected that to go the other way around, to be fair. And say you watching Napoli, yes, big up to Recall.
Recall, because man calling you out about the Serie A now, you're acting like you're watching. Okay, move, my friend. Move.
All right, listen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we done what we needed to do. We went out there. We
100%.
touched Brighton like Michael Jackson, like Donald Trump. Yeah, we went out there. We were touching them all over the place. And at the end of the day, we managed to score 3 goals. You get me? Yeah. We done what we needed to do, especially in a game that we didn't actually need to win.
True.
But obviously, all we were doing was playing for our fans, playing for the love of the fans, and paying for the pride of the badge. Even though it was more of a must-win for Brighton. Brighton had no heart. Maybe we beat the heart out of them. Maybe. Yeah,
To be fair,
maybe we put them in the beach mode because they shouldn't have been on the beach by all accounts.
bro, they
So
started off warm, They started off
yeah,
in the city, on a busy day, bro. We was slow
yeah,
to
yeah,
the order.
yeah. They started off. They started off like they was in a carnival parade, but we put the hot sun all over them, and we made them tired. You get me? Now these brothers got to go to work early in the morning while Man United carry on celebrating into the night.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's a good game to watch, bro. I can't lie. Better game than I expected, to be fair, for the last game. I as well was thinking, maybe these brothers might be on the beach. We so clear in third, whether we lose or not, it wasn't changing anything. And they gave a good performance because Brighton started off strongly. There was in a situation if Brighton was to score, You know what I mean? We probably are looking at a more difficult game, but they was able to find, a counter-attack, be clinical, and then go on and build upon that goal and score more goals. I think it was very good to see. You know what I mean? It was good to see, good to watch, good vibe. But I can't lie, it's gonna get very interesting from here on out because even though this is the last game of the season, Man United has just begun to get to work. And of course, we'll be discussing lots of transfers and getting into detail now that
Is there
the
breaking news?
footballing season is. What's that?
I think it's a here we go.
For?
Fernandez, I think,
I
might be.
believe so.
Or maybe it's not a here we go, but because they're relegated, people are like, here we go. I don't know. We have to check the news.
I have to double check because my email was popping off a few seconds ago. But what I can say to folks is that I have been letting everybody know that we are interested in a complete midfield rebuild, and it's a really interesting situation based on the fact that the way Man United has been sizing up their targets, looking for which targets will be the best possible situation for us to get involved, to pair with one another. Because at the end of the day, we could go ahead and just get the best possible targets by Anderson, by Tourmany, by Tonali, but can they all play together in the midfield if we needed them to? You know what I mean? This is where it gets really interesting. And looking at what we have done, securing Matthias Fernandez, most importantly, knowing that PSG is heavily interested in signing the player, I think, it shows intent from Manchester United to secure the best possible signings, as well as it shows that we have, a certain priority based on the signings in terms of how we're going to put them together as a group into this new midfield. And I think the moment that we get news that Real Madrid is opening talks with Chouameni, we are going to get here we go. If Anderson doesn't happen before, it can be very interesting.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
No,
Just trying to look to see what information's out there.
right now my laptop giving me some stress, fellas. Mind the cam, using the phone right now. How to hold it in my hand. Can't really do too much today, but I plan to do give a update stream because there's already some news on how we're going to progress forward if depending on how we purchase, what is the situation. So guys, that stream is going to be coming online pretty soon. Of course, we're going to be giving you guys the updates on all the signings and where the priorities are, who are the backup options, who are who are going to come in to replace that Casemiro. Of course, we already been discussing Anderson as well as Chouameni and Tonali. They are the main marquee signings for our midfield this summer. Of course, whether you prefer Tonali or someone prefers Anderson or like me, you prefer Chouameni. At the end of the day, either one of the three improves Man United's midfield. And as you can see with the performance today against a Brighton team that normally would be expected to be more problematic for Man United, bringing one of those three players into our midfield plus a Fernandez, you know that, in a way, when we look towards what could happen to them next season, we could be looking for another victory. And that makes things very interesting. Nems, the struggles are real for you, boy. Maybe you had to come visit Unc on the Premier Roundup stream tomorrow and give our account on Liverpool season. It's not been too good, bro. I'm usually a hater when it comes to Liverpool, but I did see your issues early on, and your club was so gassed talking about quads that you guys forgot to secure your back line to stop the goals from leaking in. I mean, people talk about Man United leaky roof, but Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. You got a flood in that dressing room, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, it gets interesting. Buddy,
Yo,
so all in all, as rounding up the season, I mean, we're going into the roundup of the Premier League tomorrow. But all in all, from the seasonal play, out of the players that we've seen coming, yeah, how does Bruno impact this Man United team next season, if we were to get those possible signings, we've seen that he just got the clear Premier League record, 21 assists. You know what I mean? He stands now above clearly separation between him, Kevin De Bruyne, and Thierry Henry as the most assists in one season for any player in the history of the
Mm,
Premier League. How
mm,
does, let's just say prospectively, having a Chouameni paired with a Kobe Minu with a backup of Anderson a backup of Edison and Fernandez for Kobe, how does that improve Man United? Because we're going into the UCL next season, and a lot of folks will be saying, well, we need to finish in top four. We need to go deep. But does this midfield rebuild, which players gives you that sense of, we're going to compete for this, or we just trying to maintain top four?
um, I think obviously with some of the names that I've seen touted, the likes of Fernandez, the likes of Edison, the likes of Elliot Anderson, Chouameni, these types of names, Baleba included, these types of names will bring some much needed legs to the Manchester United midfield and some much needed control in the midfield that will in turn help us defensively, and it would also help us offensively. The game was won and lost in the middle of the park, and there's been a lot of times when teams have been able to run through our middle, and it makes it easier for them to score goals. We've since then improved our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper's come on leaps and bounds because he's never played at this level, and he showed a level of composure that is beyond his years. He showed a level of, he showed that he's got staying power in that goal. And obviously, with some improvements to the fullback area or the wing area and an experienced striker, I'm looking at a team that could potentially challenge for not only for the top four but for the title. And I don't necessarily think that even with all that, we've got enough to definitely win the title, but I do expect us to be in somewhat of a race, provided that the team is responding positively well to Michael Carrick's tactics.
And that will certainly be interesting to see. I mean, looking forward to next season. It's certainly going to be interesting. That new home kit. I don't know about Man them, but I pretty much like it. I think that new home kit will be very much one of the best home kits next season. You know what I mean? I think with the white trimmings onto the red, it gives it a little bit of a clean sense, a simple sense. You know that one? You know them ones there? From what I heard, I think we're doing the blue kit, something like the old school AIG kit this summer. The white kit now, but it will have trims of blue and stuff on it. Like, that old school AIG kit, how it was white with blue.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's how we're doing the away kit this summer. And the third kit, well, I think is another black kit, if I'm not
And
mistaken. So I think,
it's a good thing that we're having a discussion about these kits because obviously, for all who don't know, Valley Tech lives in London, yeah? And every time I go outside, I've seen this new recent phenomenon where anywhere you go, whether it's to the high street or to the corner shop or to anywhere you go, you see an Arsenal kit somewhere. Yeah,
mm,
you're seeing Arsenal kits literally all over the place. Now it's literally going to be like this all summer. Arsenal fans, even the ones that are fake Arsenal fans, even the proxy Arsenal fans, they're out in full force. Now, Manchester United fans, we haven't been ourselves of late. But if you want to preempt being the old school Man United fans of the past, all of us need to join in unison and go out and go buy our kits, preferably the home kit, but go and buy a Manchester United kit, and we need to represent just like the rivals are representing. Yeah, make all of the world, no matter where you
Bro,
are, red
red.
again.
Red
Again.
again.
Yeah. Manchester United red, whether it's Manchester United red, blue, black, pink, whatever the color kit, go out and get a kit and represent the Red Devils wherever you go. And let these rival fans know that listen, we're
Yeah.
the guys, not yous lot.
Bro, listen, yeah. I had to tell you this, bro. Yesterday I do a stream with Tony Claude Gunner. You know, we was just discussing right before the stream, bro. Thank to the Lord you told me this information, bro, because I did have the notification pop up to check it out, but I was going to check it out later on. But thank God you mentioned it. Remember you mentioned Man United turned in a profit of 880 something million pounds this summer. And I'm like, huh? No Europe. Can you imagine what we will do next season when we hit Europe and Champions League again? Especially for us to go to the semi-final. So I'm like talking to Tony Claude Gunner yesterday on my stream. He's going on his rant about being the champions, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes on to say Arsenal is about to make history. After everything is done, if they was to win the Champions League, they will earn a whopping £770 million, 230,000 shy. Yeah, of 800 of a billion, 200 and yeah. And I'm like, but Manchester United did 880 million this year, bro. Like, what we doing here? You know what I mean? That's a whole 110 million more. Like, broski, check yourself. You will never earn more. He tried to say that Arsenal will become the richest club in England, and they will have won the most out of all Premier League clubs. And I'm looking at this guy like, bro, you talking to me, a Manchester United fan that actually know how much money my club will. Bro, we'd already paid our debt renewal fees, which is £30 million. We already paid that shit. It's paid. This comes after that 800 million that we earned, bro. What this guy talking about, bro? No, you can be gassed. You won the league, celebrate. Arsenal fans, this one's for you. You know what I mean? Celebrate winning the league. Enjoy your moment in the sun. You are not going to beat PSG next weekend. And guess what? Man United with one game a week and no Europe here, no Europe, earned 110 million more than you guys earned this season with everything that you have done. Hold that. Put that shit in your pipe and smoke it. If it applies to all of you Arsenal fans, when you want to talk shit, just remember the real Red Devils. We do it. You know what I mean? We do it. It's so funny, yeah, Balitech. Our match going earnings, yeah. If we had played 10 more games, would I break a record for the most a club has earned in Europe in one season from ticket sales.
Oh, wow.
That
Yeah.
doesn't mean to tell you that we already earned the most money this season from match going fans, right? Let's just putting it out there.
You know
Yeah.
what was crazy? I always wondered, yeah, why, like, like, let's say we win a trophy. It could be any trophy. It could be like League Cup or something. I always wondered why we was making more money than the team that won the Champions League. Like, I always wondered why. But that just goes to show you that financially, Man United is a superpower. We're literally like the China of football.
Bro, listen, I
Like,
think
we
you're
make the
making a
most
mistake.
money.
I think we're more like this little small Chinese Asian nation do have more money than China. You wonder how the king, whose son was playing for Chelsea, not so? Or am I talking shit?
No,
You know what I'm talking
they
about,
had
right?
the yeah, they had that rich boy that was playing for Chelsea. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, yeah. The Sultan son. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that I thought they had more money, but anyway, more importantly,
Nah,
you
but
know,
in the rich list, it's America, then China, but they're gonna swap places. It's just a matter of when, because America's declining. But yeah, that's a story for another day.
for another day, guys. You know what I mean? Don't forget, smash a like and subscribe. If you're new, don't forget to, push that notification bell. And of course, check us out a little bit later on. We're going to have, the definite transfer show update is coming to you live in just about 90 minutes. And if you're maybe your boy Bally Tech might pull up again, maybe you might get some other guys pulling up as well. But we're going to be talking transfers and where does the value take us? What does this midfield rebuild represent? Does it represent Man United's, you know, thirst for competitiveness, or does it represent another, let's just keep getting top four situation for Manchester United? Are we going to build a midfield to compete to win titles, or we're just trying to cruise into top four until 2028 season? I don't know, but this is a discussion that I would like to have with everyone. So we will be back in 90 minutes, guys. Have a great afternoon. It was a good victory for Manchester United. Of course, enjoy it. You deserve it. We've had a long season and we have dealt with a long road of ups and downs and possibilities that, in the end gave us somewhere that we want, where we wanted to be. And now we're looking forward to doing the job next season, maybe 1 or 2 steps better than we did this season. Big up to everyone, and thank you a lot to the co-host with the most, Bally Tech. You know what I mean? I had no fear. That's why he was here. So big up, guys. I'll catch you later.
Welcome to MarkN MUFC. Live watch Red Devil Mode. For views, match reacts. 20 times Old United Road. Love Man United. The set of dreams. Glory, glory,